Hello YouTube viewers. So in today's videos, I will go through the second set of Linux commands which we need to know to start our journey with DevOps. Just to recap, we have discussed these many commands in our first series. That is what is terminal, what is shell, what is the use of echo command, some of the basic commands like ls, pwd, mkdir, then what is the concept of environment variables, what is this -rc file, what is the use of alias. So if you haven't gone through that video, please do watch. I will share the link in my description. So without any further delay, let's quickly get started with today's set of Linux commands. So this is the first command. This I have already shown in my first video, that it will store the output of echo command, that is hello world, inside this devops.txt file. Okay, let's try this command. So currently I am inside the EC2 user directory. Okay, now if I hit this command over here, so what will happen? The output of this echo command. What is the output of this echo command? It is hello world. So it is going to store in the devops.txt file. So it will create a new file called as devops.txt and it will store the output of this echo command inside this file. Let's hit enter. And now if I do ls, I will see devops.txt file is being created. And if I want to view the content of this file, I will hit cat devops.txt. Okay, hello world. Now, what is the use of man? Man command is actually used to get the information of a particular command. Since we have multiple arguments with ls, like ls-l or -a, so these many arguments we have. So it is difficult to remember all of this. So in that case, we can make use of the man command. If I hit man ls, so it will display the detail of ls command, how it can be used, what is the purpose, all those kind of details it will display. ls is used to list directory content, what I have discussed in my previous video. Now all the argument it will show. Now to get out of here, press q. Okay, now let's try the next command. Actually in this command we are trying to use two symbols, that is pipe and redirection. What we are trying to achieve here is that for the content of the devops.txt file, it will translate each character to uppercase and then it store into the devops.txt file. Okay, now let's try this command in my machine. I already have devops.txt file over here. Let's view the content of this file. Currently it is in the camel case. Okay, now I want to translate each character of this file into the uppercase. Okay, using the command this one. Okay, what it is trying to do here is the content of this file will act as an input for this command on the right side. So what is the content of this file? Hello world. It will take entire content and it will translate into uppercase and finally it will store that content into the devops.txt file. Let's hit enter and see. Now we must have two files over here. This is the previous one, this is the new one which we created after translating it into the uppercase. Now view the content of this file. Okay, now we have all the characters in the uppercase. The next command is touch. This already I have discussed in my previous video, that touch is being used to create a new file. If you want to create a new empty file, then we can use touch command, touch demo.txt. It will create an empty file. That's it. Okay, if you want to write it any content into this file, use vi editor and modify this file. Let's talk about copy and move command, that is cp and mv command. Okay, cp is actually used to make the copy of the same file. Copy devops.txt to devops1.txt. It is actually just copying a file. mv is actually being used to move some file. If you want to move devops.txt to devops1.txt, it will actually be removed from the current directory and it will be moved to some other place. Even you can rename it. Let's try this commands in our machine. Currently I'm into the home EC2 user directory. Let's see what all contents are here. I have these many contents over here. If I do ls-latr, it will show me what all files are there and what all directories are there in my file. This hyphen means this is a simple file. D means this is a directory. Again, this is the permission that I will make a separate video on this one. So now what we are going to try is cp and mv command. If I do ls over here, this is the content of my file. I want to copy this DEVOPS.TXT inside the demo1 folder. How to do that? Let's clear the screen. Okay. If you want to copy DEVOPS.TXT to demo1, you need to hit this command cp current working directory, like where our demo DEVOPS.TXT file is placed. Okay, it is placed here. Now I want to copy this file to demo1. Where is this demo1? This demo1 is also in the same directory than demo1. Okay. Now what will happen? You will have DEVOPS.TXT file over here also and inside this directory also, this demo1. Let's cd into this directory and view the content over here. Okay. See, you have DEVOPS.TXT file here also. What move command will do? Move command will move it completely from the current directory. Okay, let's go back, and here you have DEVOPS.TXT, DEVOPS.TXT. I will try to move this file. Okay, mv DEVOPS.TXT. Even you can rename this file. Okay, I will try to rename it with test.txt. Okay, 1 second, some issue happened. Okay, not demo, it was demo1. Okay, now list the content of this directory. You can do in using this without even cd into that directory. Now you have test.txt file over here. Okay, now if you want to cat this file, you can even cat this file. It will have the same content whatever was there previously when we translated into the uppercase letter. Okay, I hope you are clear with cp and mv command. Now we have df-h command. This actually we use to check the space and volume in our system. Let's try this command. Okay, it is showing me what are the file system exist on this machine, what is the size, what is the used one, what where actually it is mounted, to which directory it is mounted. All those kind of information will be displayed using the df-h command. Okay, now you have the sudo command. Sudo is actually used to as a super user command, like a root user. Currently we are logged in with the EC2 user, but if you want to do some system level changes, then it might not be sufficient to use EC2 user command. So in that case, you need to be logged in as a root user if you have proper permissions. So that we are using the sudo command, sudo su hyphen. Okay, now we are logged in with the root user. Okay, now we will see the use of head and tell command. Head is actually used to show first few lines of the output. Whatever the output of this ls-latr, we want just to see the first 10 lines. And if we want to see the last 10 lines, then we need to use the tell command. Okay, let's try this. If I do ls over here, I have these many files. Okay, total 24. But I just want to see the first two files in my system. Okay, it is actually in the time format stamp. It will show in this directory. Now if I just run and give the pipeline, what is the use of pipeline symbol? Input of this command, output of this command will act as an input for the right hand side. Okay, head -n2 means I just want to see 2 lines of the output of this file. Okay, what it is showing, dash profile and the first line. So only these 2 lines are coming. Similarly, I want to see the last 2 lines. Then in that case, you need to use the tell command. Okay, tail -n2. Okay, so it is just showing me the last 2 commands. Okay, Now till here we have just created the file, we have created a directory. Now if we want to remove the file or we want to remove the directory, then in that case we have the rm command. Rm is being used to delete a file, and rmdir we are using to delete a directory. Okay, rm devops.txt, it will delete this file. Now we will go ahead with the rmdir command. Okay, rmdir, I completely forget to mention here. Now rmdir we are using to actually delete a directory. Rmdir DevOps is actually a directory. We will try to delete it. Let's see. So DevOps directory is completely removed. Now what's the next command? Next command is the find command. Find why we are using is actually, it is used to find a file or directory in the current directory. Okay, let's try this command. What I mean to say here is, in the current directory, find the file type we have defined as the file with the name of the file. Okay, we will define some name of the file. Let's see what all files we have. Here we have test.txt. This is the file. Okay, so we'll try to search test.txt file. Test.txt. Okay, so it will display me the path of test.txt file. So I have hit this command from the current directory. So whatever folders or subfolders inside this directory, it will show me the test.txt from all the directory. So it is showing me these two values. Okay. Now comes the next command, that is diff. Okay, diff why we use is actually to see the difference between two files. Let's see the difference between these two files, whatever the content. Okay, we will go into demo1 folder. Here we have these many files. Okay, and if I want to see the difference between these two files, let's see. So here it is completely different. In one file we have content like this, and in one file we have content like this. Okay, so it will show just the difference between these two files. If we have the common content in these two files, it won't show that. It will just show me the differences. Okay, let me get back to my GitHub link. Okay, I hope I have covered all the commands for our second session on Linux. Please do the assignments I have listed over here. And yeah, definitely if you like the video, please do comment and subscribe onto the channel. Till then, bye bye.